back to Melly Isha TV. If you're new here, I am Melly Isha, and today I just want to share how I went from 600 followers to 1K in less than 6 months. So at the beginning of this journey, I had about 600 followers on Instagram. Here is a screenshot from my followers in April. All right, so in April I had 641 followers. So in March, it's safe to say I had less than that. It was probably in the lower 600s, and I reached 1K by August. I did forget to do a screenshot in August, but about 2 weeks ago I had 1,240 followers, but I have been slacking on my Instagram, so now I currently have 1,229. But I'm not mad at it. I've been focusing on other things, and that's okay. I know what to do, how I grew them before, and so I can grow them again. So anyways, I am going to share my tips with you if you are trying to increase your Instagram followers. So, how to double your Instagram followers in less than 6 months. And this is organically. This is not buying them. This is not follow for follow. This is not no gimmicks. This is true organic following. So my first tip, anytime someone comments or likes on your picture, anytime someone likes or comments on your picture, go back and show their page some love as well. So go ahead and like some of their pictures. If you don't really like any of their pictures, just comment, say something, give a thumbs up, just give them some type of engagement so that you either build a relationship or, you know, sometimes they'll come back to your page and show some more love as well. So spread the love. You want to give out good energy, good vibes, good karma. Do what you want to receive back to you. So go show them some love, and naturally that love will come back to your page as well. Tip number 2, post quality content. As soon as I started upgrading my content on IG, I noticed I started getting a lot more engagement, a lot more likes, a lot more comments, started reaching a lot more people, because the more people like your pictures, the more it gets seen, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna see if I can scroll back to March, April, and see what my pictures were looking like then. I also deleted a lot of my lower quality content to clean up my page a little bit and make it look a little bit more clean, fresh, and professional. So yeah, I really don't have anything to show, but I was doing like a lot of throwbacks. So I had like this picture. This one actually got a lot of traffic, and this was back in March when I only had about 600 followers. Despite the fact I only had 600 followers, this one got 315 likes, a bunch of comments, but it was a quality picture. So that's when I started noticing the difference. I also used a bunch of different hashtags that I hadn't used previously, that I wasn't using before. And I'm just gonna show you my insights on the picture as well. So as you can see, this picture ended up reaching almost 5,000 people. I got 77 profile visits, 315 likes, and I just used a professional photo. I didn't have to pay for this picture. I was actually modeling for someone, but I just recycled it, used it on my own page, and let it work to my benefit as well. I got a lot of interactions. Okay, so 82 actions were taken from this post, 77 profile visits, 5 website clicks, 92% accounts that were reached were not following me previously. So a lot of that came from hashtags, and not only from the hashtags, but the fact that it was a quality picture. So people clicked on it once they saw it in whatever hashtag they ended up finding me in. That brings me to tip number 3. Utilize your hashtags. Hashtags are super important for getting engagement, for getting accounts reached, for getting noticed, getting out there. Recently, I don't know, Instagram's been acting a little crazy with other new changes and everything, but again, I'm just sharing what has worked for me. And I'll just prove to you also, this is the post right before that one. Right before that good quality professional picture. This is the post from like literally days before, earlier in the week. And look at this. Pretty picture, sure, wasn't professional though. So let's compare the insights with the professional photo. Only got 50 likes, only 6 comments, no shares, although I did get 3 saves, which is interesting. Only 7 actions were taken from this post, versus, what was it, 77 on the other one. 50% weren't following me, only 686 accounts reached versus what, 5,000. And from hashtags, only 2. Yeah, I think it really does come down to the quality of the picture, making sure you use hashtags, make sure you're not using repeat hashtags. Back then I didn't know about that, so I'm not sure if these were like repeated hashtags from before, like that I had used recently, so maybe I wasn't like showing at the top of the list. So yeah, you can see a huge difference from this picture on the 12th to this picture on the 19th. How many accounts were reached, how many more likes I got, how many more comments, and then pretty much from this day it all went uphill from here. Then from then on, all of my likes were at least in the hundreds, so no more 50s, 78s, etc. Now we're up in the hundreds. So I continue to use more pictures from professional photo shoots, being consistent with the hashtags, and yeah, so all these other ones had 100 or more. My first reels actually did really well. It wasn't as much as 5,000, but 3,000 accounts reached. So yeah, it was just all uphill from there. So post quality content and utilize those hashtags. Tip number 3, stay active on your profile. This goes to include stories and bonus if you go on live. I did not go on live to achieve what I have achieved, but I have read when doing my research that going on live helps your algorithm as well. So try to stay active on your profile. That means not only posting, but also engaging with other accounts. So commenting, liking, so on and so forth. Tip number 4, use your insights to figure out your peak times to post so that you can post when your followers are most active on Instagram. So I think most people know how to do this by now, but if you don't, let me school you real quick. You want to go to your profile and you just want to click on insights. Okay, insight. All right, so you want to go to total followers, scroll all the way down. If you wanted to know which day you get the most activity, like if you wanted to post a video or a promo or something, this will show you which days of the week the most active times. And for me, it's pretty much the same every day of the week, probably because of quarantine, like it's whatever. So that is tip number 4. Use your insights to figure out the peak times of the week and hours of the day to post your post. Tip number 5 is to tag other people on your photos. So say, for example, what I like to do if I am posting a picture that I took with a particular photographer, I'll tag the photographer on the picture, and guess what? Normally that photographer is going to repost it. So this is very effective, especially on stories, to tag people on stories, because it's very easy for them to repost it and add it to their story. And then their whole audience, their whole following gets to see you. So you're bringing more traffic to your page and hopefully gaining more followers as well. But again, it's going to come down to what you're posting. So make sure it's quality content. And then also share other people's posts. So if you share their posts, that will inspire them to share your posts as well. So again, it's that whole thing of karma, just doing good and then letting the good come back to you, and then just doing to others what you would like them to do for you. And that has been working out very well for me. I make it a point to always tag people in my pictures, and in return, they normally tag me on theirs. And most of my followers in the beginning had more followers than I did. So then, okay, say I only have 800 followers and the person tagging me has 10,000 followers. Now 10,000 people that were not seeing me before are seeing me because they tagged me on their picture. Wanted to take it another step further, like another example about tagging people in your stories. But I would go as far as to tag your nail tech. Like if you're posting a picture and it shows your pretty nails, tag your nail tech, tag your jeweler, tag whose ever outfit you're wearing if they have a boutique, tag the person who did your hair, whoever did your makeup, like, and even if it's people you don't know personally, tag the big brands. Like you never know, maybe they will reshare you or repost your story, and again, that just gives their audience the opportunity to see who you are and possibly follow you as well. So that's how that works. So this is a tip that has worked very well for my husband. I don't do this one so often, but I do know that it works. And it's just being social and exchanging your info with people that you meet. So I do this every so often because I'm not the type of person that'll just follow you to follow you. Like, I follow people who post content that I want to see. So if you don't post content that I want to see, if you don't post regularly, if you don't post at all, like, there's no point in me following you. Normally I'm following people who inspire me, who share information, who motivate me. Like, it has to do something for me. So yeah, that's just me personally. But if you don't care, you can just go ahead and exchange your info with anyone. Like, hey, what's your Instagram? And they'll be like, oh, what's yours? And then you exchange and you can gain followers that way as well. So tip number 7, which I kind of already mentioned earlier in this video, is deleting or archiving your old photos that do not match the rest of your content anymore. Once I started posting professional photo shoot pictures, I started archiving or deleting other photos that did not match what was going on my feed anymore. So I didn't want to have a low quality picture right next to a high quality picture. Yeah, I just try to have a theme and have everything kind of match in some way, shape, or form, and yeah, just make it make sense. So go back and delete and archive some other things that you no longer want to share, or that no longer serve you any purpose, or just don't go with, like, rebrand yourself. Whatever doesn't look like where you're trying to be or where you're trying to go, just go ahead and archive that. You don't have to delete it. If you want to look back to your memories later, it'll always be there. But yeah, that is tip number 7. Tip number 8, as soon as you post your picture, try to stay on for like the next hour or so, assuming that you are posting during your most active time. That way you can engage with your audience in real time. So as soon as you get a comment on that photo, reply back. Reply to every single comment, even if it's like a stupid, hey, DM me for promo, or hey, do you want to get verified, check out my page, or something. Like, even respond to those, even if it's just like a thumbs down or whatever. Like, that just helps your algorithm and your engagement, and just brings more traffic to your page. So yes, reply to every single comment, and I try to, like I said earlier, go back to their pages and show some love as well. Tip number 9, spend at least 10 minutes every single day just commenting and liking other people's pictures, even resharing and just tagging people. Like, just be active. 10 minutes a day. Respond to people's comments, go comment on other people's pages, even people you don't follow. Sometimes I'll just go to my explore page and then randomly just start replying to other people's comments in someone else's post and just making conversation. And that has worked for me. I will notice that people I reply to their comments in some other posts, they'll come back to my page and check out who I am. Like, who's this person that's talking to me? And then, hey, it works. What can I say? It just works. So yes, just spend at least 10 minutes a day commenting and liking other people's stuff and just being active on Instagram at least 10 minutes a day. Go show love elsewhere. Try to make conversation, and that traffic will come back to you. Tip number 10, ask your friends to tag you. Ask your friends to comment and like on your pictures. Sometimes all you got to do is ask. Like, they're your friends. They should be supporting you anyway. So ask them to tag you in their photos, ask them to comment on your photos, ask them to reshare your posts. Start with your friends and family. Ask them to support and just engage with you on there, and that helps the algorithm so that you get more traffic to your page and hopefully more followers. And then also, when your friends repost you or tag you, that gives their followers an opportunity to want to follow you also. My next tip is consistency. Consistency is key. This is probably why I'm stuck in my like 1230s, 1240s. It kind of keeps going up and down. Like I said, lately, this has not been my priority, but I've been meaning to do this video for a minute. Like, when I noticed my followers were growing so quickly, I wanted to share that with you guys. So Yes, but anyways, consistency is key. Make sure you're doing this consistently. Like I said, try to spend at least 10 minutes a day commenting, sharing, liking, posting, tagging consistently, like every day if you can. For a while there, I was even posting every day. You just want to have that algorithm staying in momentum. You don't want it to get dry and dead. So I don't understand when people only like post once a month or twice a month unless you don't care to increase them. Consistency and action is key. Like, you just need to be active on there. So what was really working for me before was planning my posts in advance. So if I did a photo shoot and there's like 10 photos out of that photo shoot I know I want to post, sometimes if I come up with an idea of a caption, I'll just write that in my notes. So like maybe have a notebook of ideas for captions and try to make them like engaging captions. So whether it's a question or a poll or something controversial, like just try to get your audience to engage with you. So because the more comments you get and the more likes you have, honestly, when other people come to your page and they see that you're getting a lot of engagement, just makes them want to follow you also. Like, it's like you have to prove you're worth following, you know? Like if I see someone who has like 10K followers but they have no engagement on their posts, that makes me believe that they just bought their followers. Like, they're not authentic, they ain't real, they're not, it's just the perceived importance, I guess. So yeah, when people say that you have a lot going on, like people are actually engaging with you, you seem more personable, you seem real, you seem down to earth, you seem like a likable person. And I just lost my train of thought. So yeah. And last but not least, post frequently. So consistency and frequency. Consistency and frequently. So yeah, just make sure that you are posting frequently. If you have time to post 2 times a day, do so. If not, at least post once a day, preferably at your highest active time according to your insights, and then post frequently throughout the day on your stories. That'll also keep your momentum going, your algorithm and everything, and all that helps you to gain followers. Because when you are not active on Instagram, for some reason your stuff does not get shown to the masses and you don't get new followers. Like, you'll be lucky if the people that follow you see your stuff. So yes, if you want to get new followers, just stay active, follow these tips that I have shared, let me know if they work for you. I mean, it worked for me, and I wasn't even following a formula or anything. Like, I was just doing these things that I knew was important for the algorithm and everything. And yeah, I went from 600 to I'm over 1,200 now. So if you have been struggling to get to your 1K, or you just want to double what you already have and you haven't tried doing these tips that I have mentioned, go ahead and try them. Let me know if they work for you in the comments below. Let me know once you try them how many new followers you have gained. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like. That will really help me out. And feel free to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, bye.